morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. You?
I'm fine, thank you. And a huge welcome to you and good morning to all of you Gogglefroggers. It's absolutely lovely to see you on a Monday morning. And so hopefully your day has started well, is what I will say. And I know Robert's has started okay because I've just seen him eating the rest of eating some of his Danish pastry. I do not have a Danish pastry with me. So Robert's morning is starting really well.
Robert's morning did start at 4:30 this morning, though.
Oh my God, that is an early start. Oh, he's got a lovely top on as well. You've got a lovely fringe top on. Yay.
It's very weird in here. So I come in shorts every day, but I have to have a hoodie just in case the air conditioning is just too cold. Because it takes a while for the building to either heat up or cool down. So it's kind of on the cusp at the moment.
And it must be odd because normally a huge department store has to account for humans walking around, because every time you get, if it's a really busy day, then they've got to put more like aircon on. If it's a really quiet day, then not as much. So it must be really bizarre for their facilities team to actually get this right, because it's just staff. It's just a bit bizarre. So Oh, anyway,
I'm currently sat in what is the customer restaurant.
Oh my word!
Which normally we don't get to sit in a lot, but obviously because it's closed, the staff bit is right at the back, and that's where I was last week, and I kept getting interrupted and background noise, so I thought, well, I'm going to come to the front today.
Oh, that's lovely.
So I'm with you till about 25 past.
Oh, fabulous. So, should we say good morning to a few people?
Yes, let's.
Fab. Top to bottom or bottom to top?
I always like bottom to top, because then we get to say a special good morning to a special person.
Who's always in first.
And I think after the weekend, we should save her for last.
Yes. So a huge good morning to Marion, and a huge good morning to Marion. And hello again to Louise. Lovely to see you. And good morning, Lindy. Lovely to see you. Well, obviously we can't see you, but see you here. And good morning to Linda. And good morning to Judy. Lovely to see you. And a huge good morning to Janet. And to our very special purple loving person, to Jackie. So good morning, Jackie. And a huge welcome to Brigitte. Yes, thank you so much. You are fabulous. We are very thankful. We are over the moon.
Brigitte lent me some needles on Saturday, and I have to say they're beautiful. I've never used them before, but they're beautiful, and I can't even remember which ones they are. And I was using them last night, and it did exactly what I wanted it to do. So thank you for lending me those. I said on Saturday I'd broken my 3mm, hadn't I? And she dropped some round. So.
Oh wow, we must. Oh, and good morning to Safi. Good morning, Safi, the wonderful pom tree maker.
And good morning, everybody on replay.
Yes, good morning to replay as well. And Brigitte, please do let us know what needles these are, because if Robert's raving about them, he has his one go-to type, and he's got a second, but if he really loves these, then these must be wonderful. So I don't know. Oh, they're Knit Pros.
Yeah, but they're not Zings or Symphonies or Marbles, and I can't remember which ones they are. They're just the metal ones, but they're beautiful. I love them.
Oh wow! So that's really lovely. Fabulous. So Louise says good morning from Derby. She can join us today as she's off work this week. Can't wait to see you most days then, Louise. That would be lovely. And Brigitte said that those with the purple cord, so metal with the purple cord, Knit Pros, and Robert's saying they're wonderful. Safi's saying good morning all. And Brigitte says, I'm getting lots of exercise already, jumping in and out. So that's wonderful. She's doing the okie dokie again. And if any of you are finding it difficult, you just have to log in, log out, and eventually we settle down. Marion says, good morning. Jackie says, morning all. Lovely to see you both. I need a bit of laughter today. Well, hopefully we will cause that and create that. Brigitte says, morning peeps. Good to see Robert at work. Well, not that it's good he's at work, but you know what I mean. The fact that you're at work and still jumping in is brilliant. And Linda says, happy Monday, Gogglefroggers. Yay, loving Gogglefroggers. Judy Frist says, good morning all. And Lindy says, morning everyone. And I think, oh, Helen's just joined as well. So good morning to Helen. Lovely to see you. So I suppose you haven't got any knitting with you, have you, Robert?
I did think about it this morning, but no, I haven't brought any with me.
I've decided the workday scarf on 3mm needles with little sock yarn is like doing the, what is it, bridge? Not the San Francisco bridge, but the Fourth Road Bridge. It just goes on and on and on and on. So I am sat here thinking, will this thing ever finish? But I've decided I've got to go back up to Leeds today. Got more stuff to do. So I am taking this project with me. So hopefully this will get finished, and it's going to be a blanket, and it's going to be a blanket that way. And I've got to fill in the holes and finish it all off. So I think that's going to be a nice little project for me up there one day. And when I was going through my stash, oh, sorry, 527. I forgot to add this ball of wool. A little bit of Noro. Actually, I've just remembered another ball of Noro that I forgot to add as well, because I thought it was finished. But that's a nice little ball of Katori, and it's to help finish that off. So, yes. Oh, dear. I could be at 530 pretty soon, couldn't I?
Yarn diet.
Huh?
Yarn diet.
I haven't bought any wool for 2 weeks. I didn't go on. I knew there were shows on Saturday. I didn't log on Saturday. And do you know what I did do as well? One day I walked past and spotted sheep just to say hi. And hopefully they're doing okay. And because I was walking back to my car, and I did say to them, I need to buy some of these coloured yarns, but I won't be doing. But yeah, I didn't actually buy them. And Marion says, are you having withdrawal symptoms? Sort of, yes. And I've got the biggest pile of patterns that I've just got to create things out of my stash for. So, but I do need to finish some of my projects off as well. I've got so many projects that I've been going through, and I'm getting a little bit bored of this. I know these are really, really simple, but I am sort of losing the will. I'll keep going. I will keep going.
Shall I do today's music?
Yeah, shall we? Because I'd love to know what it is today.
So this was on my list, and then somebody also said on Saturday, could we have this? Oh. So here we go. And it's appropriate on many levels. And yes, let's just go with it.
Lovely one to start with.
And you know what I said on Saturday about I always mime when actually I could sing? I started to sing and then thought, there's other people around me, I best not.
Oh, that's so funny. But you should sing. It makes people smile and it makes people happy. Do you know what? I've never seen that video, and I didn't realise that Rupert was in it.
Yeah, it was a Children in Need song in 1982, I think, 83.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't realise that. But yeah. So it was fun.
I've just put something in the comments. Don't read it out, please. And Brigitte suggested that. And as I was getting ready this morning, I thought I'd just refresh the words in my mind. So yes, everybody's saying it's a bit of an earworm. I've been singing it all morning in my head. And Brigitte, I found one this morning with German subtitles. So if you wanted to send it on to people in Germany, there's a YouTube version with German subtitles.
Oh, wow, that is incredible.
So there we go. Right, folks, so if you do have any musical requests, please do drop them to me. Tomorrow's is lined up, but the rest of the week is open. So if you've got something, then just drop me a message or post it in Gogglefrogs and we'll see what we can do for you.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's brilliant. Oh, and Deborah's just joined. So hello, Deborah. Lovely to see you. Yes.
Anne joined as well halfway through. So I'm just going to go back through Anne. I'm just going to go back through the comments. Linda has joined as well. She says, good morning, glad to have made it today. And I have the original video of this. She then says, love this song, but it's another earworm. Yes. Marion says, my daughter's school did a performance at St Albans City Hall and her class sang this, very appropriate. Linda says, my sons thought the video that follows it on the original was great. It was Linda McCartney. It was a Linda McCartney song with a cartoon naked lady swimming around. Not seen that.
No,
I will have a look out for that one. Marion says this could be our theme tune. Really wish it could, but unfortunately it's copyrighted. And every time we upload something copyrighted to YouTube, we have to cut it out, so we wouldn't get to see to do it every day. Brigitte agrees with Marion. Lindy says, hope the singing frogs have cheered you up, Jackie. Great fun. Brigitte says, I'm bawling again. Good job I left the mascara off, as I knew that would happen. Jackie then says it has cheered her up. Deborah says, morning, Angela and Robert. Brigitte says, thank you, Robert. I would love that. Tracy says, good morning. Hi, Tracy.
Good morning.
Deborah says, hello to everyone as well. And then Marion says, Ollie has come in to see me. Aww.
Hello, Ollie. Where's Eeyore? And if you don't know, Ollie is Marion's husband's guide dog and has a penchant for Ollie, for Eeyores. So has lots and lots and lots of different Eeyore toys and just loves them and rubs them around all over the place. So that's why we talk about Eeyore with Ollie. He's well known for them. Oh dear.
And Helen's just asked, is she there? And yes, you are.
Yeah. Oh, fab. So I'm going to I'm not even going to finish that row. I'm just going to get something else to show you. Is it playing? Oops. Just want to show you this that somebody made for me off my other show, which is a gluten-free web TV show, but somebody actually knitted me this and posted it and said, show it on your gluten-free web TV show. And I just think that is the most, amazing. I wouldn't have even thought of designing that. It's absolutely beautiful. So thank you. You know who you are, and it is absolutely amazing. But I think that is just what creative Gogglefroggers can do, and I think it's beautiful. And I just want to say a huge thank you to all of you as well for being there, and hopefully we have helped you while away this strange time that we're in. But yes, thank you for that.
Have you do you know who it is yet?
Yes, I do.
You know, okay, that's fine, good, because the
I
secret
do
was
know
killing
who
me.
it is.
The secret was killing me.
I know. I was like, on Saturday, I opened it on my web TV, my baking, and I just didn't know who it was from. I had no idea. And there were all these different names going through my head. And then thankfully, said person did actually say, and it's absolutely stunning. And I think you need to get that pattern, if it's not yours, written up and make sure that you can sell it because it's beautiful. So it's lovely. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's.
We've had a few more people come in.
You are.
We've had a few more people come in. So morning, Sally.
Hello, Sally. Lovely to
We've
see
had
you.
Evelyn. Morning, Evelyn.
Good morning.
And David. Morning, David.
Good morning.
Phone's ringing.
Oh dear. You know what? I think I'm going to put that up. Will it show behind me? Will it? And look, my head just puts it out. So we'll move it. Will it work there? Yes, it will do. Something that actually stays as long as I sit this way. So that's just to say thank you to you guys as well for being here. It's lovely to see you. So I now need to find my knitting again and finish knitting this row. And I know that we always have a bit of a, we've started to have a bit of a theme, haven't we? And we've done increases, decreases, we've done cast-ons, cast-offs. I can't remember what else we may have done. I thought cables would be really nice to do as well at some point. But I know we've got some, we've been seeing quite a few pictures of top-down cardigans. And I know I've done a top-down cardigan, and I'm actually going to, guess what, frog it and use this book to make it look to fit. But I'm not doing that now. What are you
Every time
laughing
I think, because you said it, every time we mention frogging, I think we should all just go into a chorus of bomb, bomb, bomb.
Yeah, so I'm going to be frogging something, but when you're doing a top-down cardigan, I found this little video to stop getting the holes under the arms. So we're going to play that today, and I'm going to find a few more videos for this week as well to help us with top-down cardigan knitting. I think I've done one now, and I now know how I want to change it for the next time, but it's such beautiful wool, rhubarb. I learnt the I-cord bind off, but it's just too big on the shoulders for me. So I'm going to take it all back and start it again. And I get so much value out of wool because I can knit it time and time again. And that's what I'm going to be doing. Oh, dear. So Sally said, how wonderful for that little cushion. It's beautiful. Lindy says that's a great design, beautiful piece of work. It absolutely is. And then Evelyn says morning, and Deborah said Georgie said morning, and then Deborah says Angela and Robert, yes, thank you. As I've said before, Gogglefrogs has helped so much during this strange time. That's what we're here for, and we will be here afterwards. Although when the world goes back to normal, we probably won't be on 5 days a week because everybody will have full lives again, able to do whatever you want to do, but we will still be around. Don't worry. And there's a lot happening in the background. We said on Saturday, we've been getting very, very excited with what's going on in the background. So watch this space. And as soon as we know what's happening, that's it. We'll be able to tell you more about what we've got planned. So that should be really good. And do please, oh, do you know, I've just had another idea. Sorry. Do please let us know if you've got any questions or queries. Pop it in the Gogglefrogs webpage. Group, because we can always help each other and help you out. But I just thought, Robert, wouldn't this be a really good idea? Brigitta's just put down, Gogglefrogs is a great tonic. Why don't we make our own gin? Oh, sorry, I'll be back in a minute. Sorry, 1 minute.
Okay. Marion, that is a good question. What flavour? Because I think there'd be lots of flavours that people would want. I'm sensing rhubarb, but I do think there's too many rhubarbs. Jackie Roberts, lost for words. Yes, that's not something we thought about. We've thought about wool, we've thought about merch, we haven't thought about alcohol.
Hello. Sorry about that.
Flavour gin.
My husband was saying, where are his jeans? Where have they gone? I put them in the dryer. So that's all sorted.
Right, folks, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to go.
Oh, lovely to see you, Robert.
And you. I think we'll try and work out an evening session that I can come back, because I'm not actually off till Friday. And we don't do Gogglefrogs on Friday.
No.
So that would be Saturday. So I'll catch up with you later and we'll sort something out.
We will do. We'll sort something out. All right. Lovely to see
everybody.
you. See you again soon. Bye.
Bye-bye. See you soon.
Yeah, so sorry about that. I'm back now. But yes, I just thought I'd put my husband's jeans in the dryer just to make sure that they were really nice and fluffy. And he didn't know where they'd gone because they'd gone off the back of the door. So anyway, that's all sorted now. So gin, who knows? I'm sure you need a proper license for that, but it does sound quite good, doesn't it? Gogglefrogs gin. So let's see. So I will finish this row, but I don't know if anybody else has done top-down knitting. I was always a little bit concerned that it might be quite tight on the top of the shoulders, but I've now realised that schematics are absolutely key with top-down knitting. So I'm going to be doing mine again. And something else I found quite interesting for the first time ever was trying to, because obviously you join most of the arms and knit the arms, but then you do have to join underneath, don't you? So as I did it on a whim, I'm not too sure whether I did it right or not. It looks absolutely great because it's a dark colour, it's a thick, lovely, bouncy, spongy double knit. It was in Bahram U. Actually, I've got some Bahram U here. This is the Bahram U that I knit it in. It's absolutely amazing. And can you see some of that bounce? It's so twisted. It's beautiful. So anyway, I used that. But if you're using a really, really delicate fabric without that bounce in it, you do get these holes under the arms. So I've got a lovely little video. And that little video is for to help us see how to avoid those little holes. And as I said, I don't know, the next top down that I knit is going to be the cat design one, and that's in 4-ply. So I'm sure if I'm knitting it in 4-ply, it's going to be a little bit harder to cover those little holes. So we'll be going through that in a minute. And yeah, Georgie, absolutely beautiful, isn't it? So yeah, it was a little gift for me on the web TV show. Maybe you knew that it was coming. I didn't at all. And I didn't know who it was from. I didn't know what was in it. But yeah, it was absolutely beautiful. So it's up there, and I think that will be present in all of our Gogglefrogs in future. Absolutely beautiful. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in and play this video. And if you haven't done a top-down cardigan before, once you actually start them, they're really quite amazing. Now, this is a longish video, but it's here to help us. I know when I saw it, I suddenly realised that as I was trying to pick up under the arm, when it's saying the leg at the front or the back, I think I was getting them twisted around or trying to do them the wrong way, which made some of the gaps look even bigger than they would have been. So yes, so I really, really enjoyed that. It's one that I saw and I couldn't understand when I was trying to read the patterns how to do that, but thankfully we have something called YouTube, don't we, so that we can actually watch these videos. So I hope you enjoyed that. I know we've all got different ways that we do, but yeah, so Lindy, so yeah, it's just one that I found. We've used the chili dog before, and because it was on a light wool, a light coloured wool, it wasn't very thick, and I think you could really see it. And those are the ones where you don't want to see the holes under the arms. So Linda says she's used a 3-needle bind off with her top-down sweaters, as she couldn't get to grips with the grafting. It looks fine to me. I'm sure your work will be absolutely wonderful, Linda, and I bet they look fantastic when you've done them. Safia says, looks a good way to get rid of the need to sew up. I know. And Marion says, useful for socks as well. Hadn't thought of that, Marion. So thank you. Always good to know. And I still haven't made a pair of socks ever. At some point I maybe will. Lindy says, that looks a very nifty way of working that part of the sweater. Yeah, it's those tiny little bits of the sweater, isn't it, that we sort of think they just have to be there. But I really like the way how it looked so simple, but trying to read that from a pattern is quite difficult. Brigitte says, that was really good. I try various methods of avoiding holes or gaps, not always conventional. But if it works, who cares? Exactly. Sally says that armhole tutorial was very comprehensive, but I will need to watch it again when I come to do my sleeves in the top-down jumper. Thank you. I will need to watch it as I'm doing the whole armhole and then again to make sure that I'm getting those legs of the stitches the right way round. But we'll put it in Gogglefrogs, so don't worry. Linda says that was very interesting. I'll have to remember that one for the next time. It's just having options, isn't it? Brigitte says, Marion, yes. And Deborah says that looks good, the solution. I've just sewn up holes in the past. Snap. I was trying and it didn't really work out, so I ended up sewing it, and it looked fine because it was thick wool. Who cares? But I really like the fact that top down can be absolutely continual. So that was really good. So hopefully you enjoyed that. So thank you. And I know it was a little bit longer, but it's quite complicated, isn't it, doing the arms? And I like the fact that she whizzed through parts of it. So what's gone into Gogglefrogs? I will see if we've got enough time to show what's in Gogglefrogs. So just to remind you, I can't actually see what's in the chat when I go in there. So let me share my screen and we'll have a look at some of your work, which is brilliant. So let's have a quick look at what's in here. So Robert says, we were saying, myself and Robert have many plans for the future of Gogglefrogs and spent most of Saturday working on some of them, which hopefully we'll be able to share with you very soon. So watch this space. Evelyn shared a post. What was this? Limited edition clothing. Never underestimate an old lady who loves knitting and was born in July. Isn't that beautiful? Evelyn, thank you for sharing that. I absolutely love it. Absolutely beautiful. And the link is in there for you. Dawn says, okay, collective wisdom, have a few questions for you. What difference does it make to your knitting if you use A, change your yarn, or B, normal twisted yarn? Yarn substitution. Oh, wow. I don't know. This is something that we may have to have a chat about on another Gogglefrogs. Yarn substitution. If the original yarn was a worsted weight and the pattern is a lace knit and nothing suitable or similar in similar worsted yarns, would you go for an Aran weight or down to a double knit? I don't know. I really don't know, Dawn. I tend to swap a lot of yarn and the finish is always different. So I think that's something that I think we need to give this enough time on a future Gogglefrogs, don't we? Because we've only got 10 minutes left and I think we could really have a conversation about that. So we'll do that later in the week. Brigitte says, just have to write this as she was moved to tears tonight when she received a message from her adopted grandson's mum. While she was reading a goodnight story, as usual, he snuggled under the blanket that she'd crocheted him when he was born 5 years ago. He says, Nanny England made me that. When I pull it around me, I think of her and imagine she is putting her arms around me. She just lost it when she read that. So how beautiful. Amazing. And thank you for sharing that, Brigitte. I know we always love it when our handmade gifts are appreciated, but how special. So a lovely, lovely, lovely thing to share with us. Sorry, I am here now. There's something from Clara that Dawn's posted. Clara Parks video, excellent video explaining chained yarn. So please go and have a look at that as well. Dawn, following on from her post about chained yarns, I found this article, Chained Yarns gives more elasticity. So have a look at that as well. Georgie's put this in there as well, and that's using it's beautiful. It's by D Hardwick, yeah, and they're little buttons that can be made with all of your old little bits of yarn. So they look absolutely gorgeous. These little knitted covered buttons, a great way of using up small amounts of leftover yarn, and I will leave you to have a look at those. And there's that bag. There's the bag that I'm going to make, and I did actually find the wool that I'm going to make that with, but I'll leave you to look at that beautiful emporium of all things yarn. But those little buttons, and I know quite a few of you love making those buttons, because that workshop that we do in that is done in Sheringham, lots of people want to do that, and I know it's been on some of the guild days as well. It's the little buttons, but those are different ones, so have a look at those. Dawn said caught her eye. Sorry, this is jumping around. I think we showed that the other day, didn't we? So I'm just going to go through and see if there's anything else. No, I think Georgie, did we show these? True North. These are absolutely stunning. Something that I love the look of. And Trisha posted about that. So I don't think there's anything else at the moment. Sorry, I won't be a minute. I'll be 1 minute. I'll just mute a minute, okay? So I think we've gone through all of our Gogglefrogs ones. Thank you ever so much, and we will see what we have for another day. So this is what happens. Sorry, we're getting new broadband. If you didn't know, we've got super duper broadband gone in, and they're just wanting to have a quick chat with me. So I will go and have a chat with them at 10 o'clock. So let's go back to a bit of the chat. Evelyn's gone, got to go, so goodbye, Evelyn. Safia said worsted to Aaron usually, but I think that would be really nice to have a conversation about how we substitute yarns and what happens. So I think we could really have a good chat on that. Brigitte says, Dawn already said that there's not enough time for that to work me out. Yes. I think that was the one, because we were going through that and the large ones as well, weren't we? Safia says, oh, how lovely, Brigitte. Yeah, absolutely beautiful story. Lindy says, Brigitte, what a lovely message about Granny England. Not surprised it made you emotional. It's good that things can make us emotional, and that is just a fabulous story. Marion says, what's the mem theme tomorrow? Oh, what's the theme tomorrow? I don't know. I don't know what Monday was. I don't know what Tuesday was. I'm sorry, I haven't slept very much. So I'll ask Robert to say what the Tuesday theme is. And Tuesday will be from back up north. So I'm about to head up north as well today. Got to go and get my dad's stuff to wash and iron it from the hospital and take it back to the hospital as well. So we've got a bit of a mad dash up there. And yes, so I am en route. Oh, it's Throwback Tuesday. Thank you, Georgie. So some Throwback Tuesday tomorrow. So we will go through and see what's being posted in the chat for tomorrow. It's Throwback Tuesday or Thursday. I get confused. They start with a T. I know, I get confused with them as well. So let's just show anything that we have. But Throwback, if you can find anything, please do. And we will show that. So without further ado, it's nearly 11 o'clock. And I have got to shoot up to Leeds today. And I've got to go via somewhere else as well. So I'm going to jump off now, if that's all right, peeps. Thank you ever so much. You all be safe, be well, and I'll have a safe journey up as well too. Lovely to see you today. I hope you really enjoyed that video, and I will get something else in the top-down remit for tomorrow's show. All right, anyway, you have a lovely day, and I will see you very soon. Bye.